Shisha very light. Snacks, wine glasses clinking. Girls kicking off shoes. Laughing loud, no judgment zone. Real talk and hot takes. Anthem style hook therapies to shonen. Shisha shit talk multiple times. Celebrate your super beings. Women owning their voice. In the spin, their safe space to say.
Oh my God. Welcome back to She Shed Shit Talk. You know what this podcast's about, you know what we're about here. Shit talking about life, drama, girl stuff. How have you guys been? I am so sorry for being MIA for literally, I don't even know, months. I know I had posted on my Instagram that an episode was coming out on New Year's, but yeah, I don't know. I've been going through a lot lately, so I just didn't feel comfortable, you know, uploading it. But yeah, here we are, and we're having a girls' night, just me and my little lonesome self. Yeah, so, I have my glass of wine. Honestly, this is gonna sound weird, but I saw on TikTok, I know, or like in an interview that Lady Gaga did, that her order when she orders a glass of wine is a glass of red wine with Diet Coke and maraschino cherries. And I tried it, and let me tell you, delicious. So I know it sounds like a weird combination, but y'all should try it, definitely. Is your girl a little tipsy? Yeah, she is. So cheers to that. Also, I have a new intro, or I have an intro song to begin with. So let me know if you guys like it. I also have a song at the end of my podcast, so you'll be listening to that too. Yeah, give me your feedback. Let me know what you think about it. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, so let's dive into it. Where do I even begin? Last time I talked to you guys, honestly, was it's been a minute. So let me refresh my memory and your memory. I don't know if I mentioned in my previous podcast, but I got married. I know I was talking about like wedding planning and stuff like that, but honestly, weddings these days are just so freaking expensive. And like, I'm not going to knock you for having a wedding because they're beautiful. They honestly are. But, my wife and I, which is like so weird to say that, but my wife and I, we've been planning other things in our lives, or yeah, in our life, that we would rather just spend the money on that versus a big wedding. I mean, we had a beautiful, beautiful engagement party where like all of our friends and family were there. Yeah, maybe not all of our family, but like, you know, her family. Which again, I don't want to talk bad on my parents, but there's been a lot of stuff going on with them, between us and them not really accepting my marriage and who I'm married to. But that's for another night. And we're not going to get into that tonight. I mean, we could maybe at the end if your girl gets drunk enough. I'll open up about that. But yeah, so we had a beautiful engagement party, and we were like, oh my god, we're gonna plan a wedding and this and that, and we ended up just eloping, which was beautiful in itself. Like, I had one of my closest friends there. My wife had her close friend there, and her parents and grandpa, and it was just beautiful. And we just went to the town hall and did it. And you know where we went after? We went out to our favorite diner and ate grilled cheese, because what else would we be doing? I love grilled cheese. She loves grilled cheese. And yeah, that was our that was our reception for the day. Um but yeah, so that happened. And then, you know, other exciting news, which maybe not to get too personal, but we're thinking about starting a family. We've been going through fertility stuff. So honestly, for those of you who get pregnant right away, kudos to you, because it is not easy. Going through this whole IVF thing and IUI, like it's a lot of information, and it's really taxing, I guess, on like mental health and like on your physical body. Yeah, it's it's like every little thing you're gonna symptom spot and be like, oh my god, is that pregnancy? Is that period? And 9 times out of 10 for me, it was just my period. So there's that. And yeah, I mean, I missed you guys. I wish I, made other episodes before this, but it's just, life got in the way. Things were a little, we were focusing on ourselves, so there were just other things that were, not saying you guys aren't important, but a little bit more important than making a podcast episode. Um yeah, I think the last thing that I left off with was shit talking my ex, which, you know, we're not really talking, but we don't hate each other. We catch up here and there and like, hey, Frank, if you're listening to this, like, how you doing? I hope you're good. I hope you're happy. Hope everything is going your way in life. No hate, no bad blood, I know. Um, no broke boys, no new friends, whatever. I think that's the way that song goes. Yeah, speaking about music, have y'all heard about this one artist? Her name's K1, and oh my god, first of all, don't even get me started on the way she looks, the freaking neck tattoos and the short hair, and like, she's just so fine. Like, I'm sorry to my wife if you're listening to this, but girl, if I had the opportunity, I would take it. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, first of all, I don't think this girl can make a bad song. She just came out with her newest single called Hopeless Romantic, and when I tell you, it really hits you. Like, I'm not gonna say it's like a sappy love song, but it's about like relationship. Is it about really? It's about like wanting love and wanting your partner to choose you. And like, there's this one lyric in her song, and it goes like something about like not wanting the honeymoon phase to be over, and that's literally me. I don't know if other couples have felt this in their relationship, but I feel like, you know, as relationships and marriages go through their phases, like it starts off with the honeymoon phase, and that's amazing, and I think that's everybody's favorite phase that they go through, and like that's definitely my favorite phase. And it just sucks when that fizzles out, because then it's just like, okay, you're comfortable with each other, that's great, but it's like, where's that spark? Where is that, like, and for those couples who their honeymoon phase never runs out, God bless, because not to say that there's anything wrong with my marriage in that sense, but yeah, like I wish my marriage was like that, where there was the honeymoon phase all the time. You know, maybe I'm just a hopeless romantic, as K1 says in her song. Um, yeah, I don't know. Music, what do you guys listen to? Over the summer, my wife and I went to the Chris Brown concert. Oh my god, let me tell you, that man, I know he, I know he beat up Riri, but like he is so fine, and like the concerts that he puts on, I swear I was in another world. Like, I really hope my parents aren't listening to this podcast, because I don't think that they do listen to my podcast, or like anybody who knows my parents. If my aunt's listening, sorry, but I'm about to say I dabbled with smoking some weed. Whoa, let me tell you, I was so fucking high at his concert. I was in another world. Not only was I drunk, but yeah, the guy next to us, he had a blunt, and I was like, yo, let me hit that. And I did multiple times throughout the concert, and your girl was on another level of like living. It was amazing. And then halfway through, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. I didn't though. I held it down. It was great. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm babbling on, and like, let me slow it down a little bit. There's a lot of exciting things that happen in my life, and there's a lot of things that I want to talk about, and we're gonna do that tonight. But yeah, how have you guys been? Like, I want some DMs. I want to know how you're doing. I want to know what exciting things are going on in your lives. um you know let's see what else. Oh, I have been watching this show called Tell Me Lies, and spoiler alert, whoa, try saying that like 5 times fast. Um, Stephen DeMarco, you're an asshole. This character in this show, but at the end, when he aired out everybody's shit, I was like, yo, that's amazing. Yeah, I don't know. I love all these shows that have like drama and stuff. First of all, they came out with another show called Canada Shore. I know I'm almost 30 years old and I shouldn't care about these like dumb reality shows, but honestly, it's really funny watching these kids. And I say kids because they're like 20, 21, I think the oldest in that show is like 25, maybe 24. And like you could just tell that their frontal lobe has not matured yet. And I remember exactly when my frontal lobe matured. I could just feel it. I was like, ding, like that was maybe I shouldn't be doing that, or I would never do that now, being an idiot and like being young and dumb, which honestly sometimes I miss that. But I'm not going to say that I don't enjoy my life now. I do 100%. I love being home with my cats, and yeah, I would love to get another one. Apparently people think that I have 9 cats already, which maybe I do, maybe I don't. I really only have 3. I would love more though. I don't care, you want to call me a crazy cat lady, go ahead. um at least I'm not lonely. Anyways, moving on from that, yeah, let's see what else has been going on in my life. I don't know, but your girl, I haven't drank in a long time, and the other night on Valentine's Day, may have gotten a little too drunk, had a little too many margaritas, and yeah, let's say when I get drunk, it's either we're gonna make love or we're gonna argue, and the making love didn't happen. Okay, maybe I'm like spilling too much shit right now, but I really don't care. This is a podcast about getting personal, so we're gonna do just that. Yeah, I my go-to for drinks is margaritas. I love margaritas. Tequila does something to me. Yeah, if you know me personally, you don't want to be around me when I'm drunk. Or maybe you do. I don't know. I'm a fun time, I think. um but yeah, I don't know. I'm a handful for my wife, so sorry. But if you can't handle that, then I don't know what to tell you. You married me. So I'm just going to take a sip of my wine cuz yeah, there's nothing else for me to say on that. I don't know. Been going to work. That's cool. um I just signed up for classes to become a nail tech and a lash tech, and become a waxing expert. I know, cool. um so yeah, whenever you guys want to get your nails done, come to me. I'll charge you the friend discount because I'm just gonna be starting out. But yeah, I'm gonna learn how to do acrylics and gel X. And I'm sorry if you hear a dog barking, that's my in-laws dog, and she barks all the time at everything, so I apologize for that. But yeah, I don't know, like what else is there to talk about? Oh my god, Eric Dane McSteamy just died, and I'm like heartbroken. Now all of us Grey's Anatomy fans, all of us Grey's Anatomy girlies, literally had to go through his death twice, and this time it's real. I mean, RIP. I mean, his ALS that he was diagnosed with like probably about a year ago, that went so quick and it really progressed. And I feel like, I don't know, is there a cure out there for this? Probably not, clearly not. But I think we need to like try and find cures for these things, because I mean, it's really really sad that he couldn't eat or drink, like he couldn't swallow, he could barely talk at the end, and it's just like that's suffering. I mean, I don't want to say this, but like he's not suffering anymore, but it's really sad that he died. Like he has 2 young kids, and like that's just really, yeah, I don't know. That's heartbreaking. I feel really bad, especially for like the people who know him and like the non you know, famous people who deal with this and their family members, like I being in the medical field, like yeah, I've had a patient once or twice that has had ALS, and like it's really heartbreaking to see what their family has to like, you know, see every single day, how they progressively see their family member getting worse and worse, and it's like they can't do anything about it, and that's really really sad. So yeah, but let's not talk about anything really depressing like that, because you know this is a fun podcast, and like whatever, Debbie Downer, let's not do that. Getting back to my whole nail thing, yeah, I want to start my own business. And for anybody who started a business before, if you have any tips for your girl, I will take any advice that you can give me, because yeah, I don't even know where to begin with that. I didn't know where to begin with starting a podcast, and here we are a few episodes in, and hopefully it's just going to grow from there, because um yeah, I just want to get back into the swing of things with podcasting. I mean, not to get too much into my personal life, which I know that's what we said this podcast was going to be about. Oh my God, can I speak tonight? Probably not, because it's the wine, but whatever. Um, yeah, I recently went through like a friend breakup, and it was really sad. Part of it, most of it was probably on my doing, and if I could take it back, I would. But you know what they say, once you say something and once you do something, you can't reverse that. So, you know, be careful with what you say and what you do to others, especially those who used to be your best friend, because, you know, once it's done, and like I don't really know if she'll ever take me back as a friend. Probably not, which really is sad, because I do miss her. I miss, you know, we've been friends since fifth grade, sixth grade, maybe fifth grade, playing softball together. And we used to share a lot with each other. You know, at one point we were both getting married at the same time, at the same place too, a couple months apart from each other. But then, you know, obviously you guys know that story, how it went south with me, um, which we won't get into that again, because, well, that's in the past and it's a new year. So yeah, we're not going to talk about that. But getting back to this whole friendship thing, um, yeah, I think part of it, not to air out that part of my business and my life, but we had a little like disagreement with things. We didn't see things eye to eye, and like yeah, maybe I was a shitty friend towards the end of it. But I'm not going to take all the blame for it. You know, we were both, there were both things that we could have worked on that we didn't, and we decided, or we didn't really decide. I just let me just come out and say it. I didn't invite her to my engagement party, and again, we were best friends. We literally told each other everything. But I mean, the reason why I didn't, whether or not you see it as like I'm an asshole, maybe, I feel, and my wife felt like she wasn't really supportive of our relationship and of our engagement and whatever. And yeah, so we kind of just went separate ways. We didn't really talk to each other at the end. And then when she saw that I had an engagement party and she wasn't invited, and like all my other friends like posted pictures and stuff, and like I had, from my past bridal party from my previous relationship and previous engagement, I had most of the girls that were going to be in that in my bridal party. And this time around, you know, I had some of the same people, and she wasn't part of it, which I really, honestly, she doesn't know this, but if she's listening, or if her sister or cousin or any of her family members are listening to this, I really struggled with contemplating adding her into it. And I should have. I should have at least invited her to the engagement party. But I didn't. And do I regret it? Yeah, I do. Um, I used to tell her everything, like everything. We used to talk about, I don't even, you name it, we've talked about it. And yeah, I miss that. I miss talking to her about things. There's certain things that like come up on my For You page or on my like timeline on Instagram, and I'm like, oh shit, let me go text her, and I'm like, I can't. Yeah, I mean, we still follow each other on social media. and we still have each other's locations, I think, on um what is it? Find My Friends. I think I still have her on there. Let's check. Speaking about iPhones and like Find My Friends and Apple and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, no, we do. We still have each other on there. Um I mean, if she's listening or if anyone that she knows, her family members, whatever, are listening, if anything were to happen to her or she needed help or needed anything, yeah, I would probably still drop everything and go to her if she needed. Um anyways, I kind of want to get rid of my iPhone. I know that sounds crazy. Everybody's like, "Oh my god, how could you do that?" I just want something different. I want something new. I'm thinking of going to get the Google Pixel 10 Pro. So if any of you have that, I mean, I know one of my friends has that and she loves her phone. And she was actually our photographer for the engagement party. She literally took every single picture and they came out phenomenal. You would think that they were on like a professional camera. And I know that the iPhone Pros, like the series 17 Pro, whatever, I know the 18 Pro and Pro Max are coming out soon. Um, I know that they are really really good cameras, but I think the Pixel 10, the Google Pixel 10 Pro, blows it out of the water. And my biggest thing is photos. I love taking pictures of nature, of our cats, of like anything that we do, like if we go away, which I wish your girl was not broke because I would love to go on vacation. We haven't even gone on a honeymoon yet, and like any recommendations on where to go for a honeymoon, I will take that because yeah, I need a vacation badly. I think we both do. We both need time away. Even though I know my wife does not want to leave the cats, which I've tried to talk to her about, like, hey, we still deserve a honeymoon of our own. Before we have kids, definitely, definitely deserve that. But yeah, I want to get rid of my iPhone. I know I probably sound crazy for it because everything that I have is Apple. I have an iPad, I have a MacBook Pro, no, MacBook Air. I have AirPods, AirPod Max headphones. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just kind of want to get away from that. I want to start something new. I want to I guess put myself out of the comfort zone with that and yeah. I mean, I don't know. I like new things, so let's try it. Also, speaking of new things, I just got a new perfume and it is one of those like perfumes that you would see on TikTok or something. It's like maybe it's an Arabic perfume, Arab perfume. I don't know if that's correct. I know Arab, but anyways, it is what is it called? Um, Fakar Latafa, Fakar. Yeah, it smells so good. I'm pretty sure it's Arab. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm pretty sure Arabic is the language, I think. Um funny story on how I came to like smell this perfume. I was working the other night and one of my patients was not feeling well, and as soon as I walked into her house, I was like, "Oh my god, it smells so good in here." And then we took her to the hospital, and before we brought her to the bed that she was going to sit in while she got checked out, I literally had to stop her and I was like, "Hey, like I know you're not feeling well, but you smell amazing. Like what are you wearing?" Boom. It literally like lifted up her spirits and she's like, "Oh my god, honey, like let me tell you, this perfume is like the most amazing thing. I get so many compliments with it, blah blah blah. It smells like floral but warm and like let me see if the box has the notes on it like of what it smells like. Okay, it doesn't. But it smells so good and she told me the name of it. I looked it up, found it on Amazon, boom, bought it 2 seconds later. It was 20 bucks. It smells so rich and so like expensive and it's literally not, and I think this is going to be my go-to perfume when I go out because it smells so good. I it smells delicious. Like you're just gonna want to like eat me up. Not like that, but you know what I mean. Oh my god, it smells so good. Anyways, yeah, let's get back to our drinks. Let's get back to talking about, I don't know, whatever, literally. I'm gonna have to touch on this K1 subject again. She is so fucking hot. um, if you know me personally, I love neck tattoos, whether it's on a guy or a girl, most likely a girl, because yeah, neck tattoos and hand tattoos and sleeves and oh my god, like don't even get me started. I just melt into a puddle. Yeah. If my wife could have tattoos like that for her job or with her job, forget about it. But yeah, neck tattoos is where. Mm-hmm. Yep. Um. Yeah, not that I'm like promoting this person's music because she doesn't even know me from a hole in the wall, but yeah, K1, if you ever listen to my podcast, which I highly doubt you ever will, I fucking love you. Like you are so hot and I'm fangirling right now, like big time. Hopeless Romantic, love it. Absolutely love it. Go listen to it. And yeah, that is on repeat. If I could play it right now, I 100% would, but I'll probably get copyrighted, so that's not happening. Um but yeah. What else can we touch upon these subjects? Um my wife and I are thinking about moving eventually, maybe in the next few years. I don't know, like we love New York, which I don't think I ever said that I was from New York for those of you who don't know me, but yeah, we're from Long Island, New York, and you know, we're known for like the best bagels and pizza and water because water anywhere else kind of tastes like caca. um yeah, I don't know, we want to move. It's just too expensive to live here and it's way too small of an island. It's considered an island, right? Long Island, you need to take a bridge to get to the city, so yeah. It is an island, which you wouldn't really think that because you think island, you think tropical, you think warm. Hell no, it is hella cold here. I mean, the past few days it was like 40, which that's our like heat wave, I guess. um but yeah, it's supposed to snow this weekend and I'm not looking forward to it because I thought we were over that when we had like a foot of snow a few weeks ago. But now we're supposed to get like, I think 13 to 14 inches of snow, and I'm not looking forward to that because, well, I don't like the snow. I mean, I do. It's pretty to look at, but then you have to shovel, and that's not fun. Yeah, then you lose your parking spots out front in your house. So, yeah. Here I am just like rambling on and on and on about life and my life, which, I kind of wish I had someone to talk to here and have like a buddy to do a podcast with. So maybe one night, if one of you who's listening wants to be on my podcast, like my best friend was like a few episodes ago, I am so open to having anybody on my podcast, guy, girl, whoever, you know, we're not gender specific here. Um, yeah, do it. Like, come on my podcast. Let's talk. Let's shit talk. Let's chit chat. We don't even have to shit talk about people or anything. We could just have a girls' night. Or, it's it's always gonna be a girls' night when it's with me. So we're gonna do face masks and, drink wine or drink whatever. Whatever. I make a mean margarita, so if you want a margarita, I'll make one for you, don't worry. Yeah, let's get back to like, I don't know, how are you guys doing? How was your Christmas or like Hanukkah or whatever you guys celebrate? How are your holidays? For Christmas, I got plenty of Drew Barrymore um kitchen essentials. And yeah, her knives, let me tell you, they're sharp. I almost chopped off my finger with it. But that's how you know it's good. I was trying to wash it doing dishes and stuff like that, and it slipped and cut my finger and I cried immediately. But anyways, great knife. Great knife set. Yeah, I don't know. I think I reached that part of adulthood where I'm like, yay! I got kitchen appliances for Christmas instead of like, I don't know, clothes, I guess, shoes. I mean, I love shoes. Don't get me wrong, I do. But yeah, I'm happy with a good coffee machine and a good air fryer. So, um I also got okay, I can't blame my wife for this because, I know she was thinking of me and thinking of what to get me for Christmas. And I don't know if there's any girl gamers out there who are listening to me, but I know for a fact your significant other, boyfriend, fiance, husband, I know they game. I know it's a big thing, right? Call of Duty, or just Call of Duty because that's the only video game that I know of. Or PUBG. My ex used to play that a lot. I don't know if that's still big, but yeah, I know the new Call of Duty came out, Black Ops 7, I think it is. See, I'm trying to keep up with the times. Um yeah, I tried to get into it because I kind of felt left out because she plays literally every night, and I know that for those of you who know me, I've complained about this one too many times. And yeah, so I was like, you know what? If you can't beat them, join them. So I tried to play, and let's just say I get really frustrated that I suck at this game. So yeah, she got me a PlayStation for Christmas, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is so exciting." I didn't even ask for it. Okay, let me just put that out there. I did not ask for the PlayStation. Um but she surprised me with it, which is great. She's amazing. She wanted to get me involved with it, maybe get me into her hobbies, which, can't fault her for that. And she wanted to make me feel included. First of all, how do you want to get me included in that when you already have your team? I think you can only play with 4 people, so like that's including yourself. So it's like, okay, where am I going to go? I know you're not going to kick out any of your friends for your wife. So, especially when I'm horrible at it. So, yeah, what, you want me to make my own friends? No, I thought the whole reason for getting me a PlayStation was so I can play with you. But that didn't happen. So, I tried playing by myself while she was at work, and I just got really frustrated with it. When I'm not good at something and it like I get angry about it, I'm like, no, I give up. Can't do it. So if any of you are interested in buying a PS5 brand new, I played it probably 3 times and quit and was like, no, I'm good. Yeah, hit me up. Let me know. I'll gladly sell it to you, and I will keep the money because it was my Christmas present. So I will go out and buy myself something nice with it. Um, yeah. Anyways, let's keep drinking some more because this wine is really good. Really inexpensive, because if I'm mixing it with like Diet Coke and a maraschino cherry, I'm not going to get the good shit. So, yeah, I got a $10 bottle of wine at my local liquor store. See, I clearly can't talk today. We're blaming it on the alcohol. Blame it on the alcohol. Yeah. So I'm home alone while my wife is having a quote unquote boys' night with her best friend. So, I get my girls' night. I went to a paint and sip with my bestie and her cousin that her cousin hosted. It was a Galentine's Day night thing. Galentine's night thing, paint and sip. And it was great. Oh my god, we had such a great time. The theme was, what was the paint theme? uh there had to be a moon, and I think there had to be cherry blossoms. And let's just say, I'm no Picasso. Okay? I can't paint for the life of me. And I mean, maybe one day my painting will be in the museum of like shittiest paintings ever, and if it is, great. That's awesome. Um was not good. Was not good at all. And you know what else sucks? I wasn't drinking at the time because I was trying to get pregnant and that didn't happen. So now I'm drinking wine because I'm depressed about it. Not really. I mean, yeah, I'm upset, but I'm drinking wine because I'm enjoying a nice night to myself. What should I have for dinner? I'm home alone. Should I make steak? I can't make steak. Can't have meat. It's Lent. What do I have? I have raviolis. I can have ravioli with pesto. Or honestly, I'll just probably have a bowl of cereal or something. I don't know. I think I have a corn dog in the freezer. Or I could like DoorDash food. But then that's spending money again. And I don't want to do that. So I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I would ask you guys for suggestions, but then it'll probably be too late by the time anyone answers me on this, and then I won't be able to have dinner. So, maybe I'll just do some chips and salsa because that sounds really good right now. Yeah. So, I don't know what else is there to talk about. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I got a kitten. Did I mention that earlier? Did I mention that in a previous episode? I don't think so. Her name's Bean. She's the cutest little thing. She's a little tuxedo, black and white cat. And I love her to pieces. She is like the most adorable thing ever. And she's 4.5 months, going on 5 months. She weighs 5 pounds. And yeah, she runs around. She's a terror. I think she's in her terrible twos now, which, if that even makes sense, I don't know. But yeah, she is the cutest thing. We brought her to the vet the other day, and she was so well behaved. Oh my god, I was so proud of her. Did you know that cats sweat through their paw pads? I had no idea, because they moved her from like this little pad that she was on, and she had little sweaty paw prints left on there, and it was like this adorable thing that I was looking at. Anyways, yeah. What did you guys get for Christmas? I know we're going back to that. I want to know. DM me. I want to know what's going on in your lives. I want to know the juicy details that you want me to talk about without mentioning any names, because we don't do that here. Oh god, almost ran out of breath. Yeah. I mean, I think that's it for tonight, and if I think of anything else to talk about, I'll come back here and record some more. But yeah, this is like the first time that I'm going to be posting a podcast the same night that I recorded one. And I know that I said that I was going to do it every Thursday, but you know, my life's going to be pretty busy now, especially with school. So how about every Friday? How about we come here every Friday and we have a podcast episode and little, you know, meeting and chit chat. Whatever, we'll talk every Friday, and I'll fill you in on the juicy shit that goes on in my life, if any, if anything happens in my life, you know. And yeah, it was really great talking to you guys and, you know, making another episode. I really missed it, and I gotta start doing this more often because I just have a lot to talk about that I just need to get out. And it's really hard because there's certain things that I want to talk about, but it might be too specific that you guys might know who I'm talking about, and I can't do that. So yeah, for now I'll just talk about myself because I'm a selfish bitch, I guess. Whatever. Deal with it. Okay, love you guys. Bye. Thanks for tuning into my shed talk. And until next week, yeah. Mwah. Bye.
We laughed too loud, had the neighbors pressed. Drinks got low, but the vibe stayed blessed. Wild little stories, yeah, we said that part. Secrets hit the air, then we lit that spark. No regrets, no sorry, that's grown girl talk. Thank you for hanging in the shed on the block. If you heard a door creak, that's after hours too. Next time pull up early, we got more for you. She said shit, talk. She said shit, talk. See you back in last year, we'll be back to talk our shit. She shit, talk.